Year before last when I won that final score in the last 20 seconds of the game.
Well, welcome to the bench. Hey, Jam Pro, what's happening? I'm sorry I got a late start on this today. I've had a bunch of clients come in today and needed my help, and I couldn't get started on time, which is just fine. So we are reassembling the Epiphone. Look at the back of this headstock. Isn't that pretty? I've got a gentleman here right now that purchased an Epiphone guitar from us recently. Boy, that doesn't want to go through there.
You know where, yeah, shit. That's too bad.
There we go. I'll get it. It'll go through there. Let's see what happened. Maybe I got a bent. I got to be careful here with these. Yeah, this.
You had better numbers of anybody on there. Arnie won.
Let's see what's happening here.
Yeah.
Pull this.
Yeah.
If I can drop this on the floor. Make sure to drop this on the floor. And you'll notice the number 2 in the headstock there. I'm not sure why that's there. Aside from, I did find some markings in the finish that are a little bit suspect. Okay, so it'll go through there. I just need to be a little more precise with my hole here. There we go. Come on. There we go. I had to put a little force on it. So we're putting this thing back together again and just finishing up the shining up of this bad boy. There we go. I'm going to get the knobs and all the pick guard back on it, and I'll show you the pick guard over here in a moment. I got to protect the sanctity of my clients that are here. I don't want to put anybody on camera that doesn't want to be, you know.
That's the way she hits.
I have to be respectful of that. And as you know, I have to mute myself once in a while, but hope everybody enjoyed the Taylor Swift show yesterday. That was kind of fun. She's looked as she always does, young and pretty and happy. I'm so proud of her for doing what she's doing. She did it. I mean, you imagine that? She never has to work another day in her life, ever. She wouldn't have to do anything. Literally, she could just live the rest of her life and off of what she's done so far. Apparently there's a politician that thinks she gave her all of her money. I heard about that. What a dumbass. One of the most repulsive people, creatures ever. It's just funny to listen to that morons talk. But okay, enough about that. No politics. So this has the Clusen Deluxe machine heads on this old Epiphone, and we don't know the exact year, but we believe that this is a 60, either a 67, possibly a 69 era, and this is an Epiphone Casino. Beautiful red color. It is beautiful now. It was very dull and ugly. Got some dings on the neck that I could probably fill, but I'm not going to do any of that. And also, I'm flattening out the pick guard right now. I'm using a big heavy piece of copper. The copper weighs, I don't know, maybe 5 pounds or so. And unfortunately on this one, the E fell off of the pick guard, and here's that. So I've got to reattach this. It's definitely rusted on the back side of that, and right where this thing mounts on the pick guard, it's bent, so thus it fell off of there. So
1700.
What's that?
1700.
1700. Okay. So you did pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad we found a good home for it. I think you were
It's a dandy.
perfect candidate for that one. I think it went to the perfect home.
Yep. It did. I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad. Now, if you're uncomfortable with the strings, I think what we should probably think about doing is putting a lighter gauge string on that guitar. Because that's what your Gibson has. And that makes, you're discovering, and it's good. I tell people, try different gauges of strings, because you fall in love with one and you'll hate another one, and you'll know at that point. You never know. So I think we should think about switching the string gauge on that. When you're ready to do that, bring the guitar and we'll throw them on there.
I've got that one to play, and when you get the other one done, I'll have it I can play with. And
yeah,
so, no hurry.
Plenty of guitars to play, man. Play the hell out of those things. Are you playing an electric guitar at this point also?
Nope.
Okay, that's the next step in the
I'm
evolution.
I messed around with one that a friend had the other day, and I thought, hey, this thing is kind of cool. You know?
They're pretty fun to play, man.
So
that's almost all I play anymore. I rarely, I mean, I do play acoustic once in a while. Just sitting at home, I'll grab one just for the nostalgia of it. But I've played so many acoustic gigs and rehearsals and recordings and such. I'm digging playing on electric guitar.
Yeah.
Put some distortion on it, and all that. So
yeah, you can make funny sounds come out of an electric guitar.
Boy,
things you didn't even plan on.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Bring that guitar back in. Let's think about changing the strings gauges on that.
We'll get around to it.
When you get, when you got time. All right, man. We'll see you soon. What's happening?
Oh, I was just checking you guys out. I've never been here
Oh, welcome. My name's Marshall.
Wiley.
Wiley?
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you. I'm the house guitar repair tech, luthier. I build them, I repair them, I fix them. If it's a tube amp, I can fix it. If it's a 67 Casino, I can fix it. If it's a bass, if it's a piano, I do it all.
All right.
So, if you, are you a guitar player or musician of any kind?
No, I'm starting to learn banjo a little bit.
Cool.
I like home audio stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever heard of modular acoustic speakers?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not that I know of. No, I can't say that I have.
Yeah, they were a tiny U.S. company back in like the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. They made some killer stuff, but they overbuilt it so they couldn't stay in business. You know.
They built something too good, right?
Yeah.
Shame.
So I always look around, see if I can find a set of those. But.
Yeah, you know, and we do on occasion get, and it's possible that we've had some of that stuff in because we do get stuff used from time to time. I can't, off the top of my head, I mean, because stuff comes and goes so quickly here that oftentimes we'll get something in and it's out the door the next day. I don't even see it.
Wow.
So.
Well, you guys are the only ones in the area, right? That's
pretty much the only show in town.
Okay.
There are a couple of used places that you could visit. And are you new to LeGrand? Have you been here very long, or?
I've been here about a year and a half.
Okay. And don't share any private information. We got your name. That's cool. I'm doing a live stream right now. Folks are watching me fix this guitar.
Oh, gotcha.
But there's a place called People Helping People. Have you been there?
I have. Yeah.
Okay. That place, and then there is another place called Restore, which is right behind the big landmark is McDonald's.
Okay.
It's literally right, if you go where McDonald's and Wendy's are sitting there on the main strip, if you go right between them, you'll run right into Restore, and there's this dome building. It's a really neat looking old building. But they do get stereo equipment in there once in a while. So those two places are the two other places I could think of locally. And then also, there's a little used shop. They specialize mostly in video games, but once in a while he too gets stereo equipment. But and it's literally, this is First Street right out in front of the Sac Annex here.
Yeah.
Probably parked out there. If you go up the street about, let's see, you go, is it before, you go across the train tracks. From here, if you left and went right up the street, and it's a big brick, or it's a storefront right on First Street. And I can't think of the name of his place, but that would be another spot if you're looking for specific stuff and kind of oddball stuff. these 4 places are really all that I know of in town. I don't get out and do much of that stuff. It all comes in here, so I have to shop very often. But yeah, and we get old Kenwood, Marantz, home audio stuff. Once in a while, we'll come in and we'll have it up for sale, receivers and amplifiers and all sorts of weird stuff, preamps. So it just, we never know.
Right.
We never know. So. And we will also, if you have stuff that you're interested in moving, we can also oftentimes make you a deal or put stuff on consignment in here and sell it for you, because we do get a pretty good amount of foot traffic in here. So it is a small business, but and our bread and butter is this guitar amp, instrument repair, and then car audio. That's the 2 big parts of our business, but we sell a boatload of TVs. We have outside installers, guys that we hire subcontract, and they go out and hang television sets and install surround sound systems. And we work for some of the schools and setting up their PA. I mean, we're pretty vast, and there's 5 of us making all of this work. So you can imagine we're pretty busy. Yeah. And we're open 7 days a week. So, yeah. One of the last remaining places where people actually enjoy working for a living.
I would say it's
You're
pretty
not
rare.
gonna, So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And the gentleman up at the front counter is the owner. He founded this business approximately 50 years ago, and I'm the new guy. I've been here 17. So, yeah. And his grandson actually is a new guy. He's only been here like 2 years. So. He's 17. He's learning how to do this stuff. So we're passing on the knowledge.
Perfect.
So training young guys. Yeah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. Okay. Well, it's good to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man. You have a great day, and stop in every once in a while. Just pop in, because you never know what we might have sitting here.
Okay.
You'd be shocked. And we have had some really, really badass speakers come in, but they usually, Mike makes a phone call to one of his buddies and it's gone. So it does happen though.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Alrighty.
There you go, man.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. Brody, what's happening? Don't those frets look nice? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I was getting I'm not sorry. I'm never sorry. Never apologize. All right, so let's give this thing a flyby. Take a look at what this thing looks like now after literally 4 days of cleaning poop off of this thing. And I actually did a little more scrubbing on it this morning and got some more stuff off of it. And I had to polish some places over in this area of the guitar. Of course, I've had to go over the pickups multiple times. So this is what she looks like now after getting all of the poop off of her. Look at those machine heads, aren't they pretty? I've cleaned all of the chrome, all of the knobs, the bridge. This thing is looking sweet. And in fact, I got to check the. Oh, and here's what I was talking about. There's my. There's the pick guard, the scratch guard, whatever you want to call it. Whew. Yeah, that's hot. We've got a nice big heavy piece of copper here to help flatten this thing out. There's the pick guard. Nah, the baby is pretty darn close. Definitely getting warm. Unfortunately, it was bent right here where they usually bend, right here at this end of this thing. Let me get this where you can see it. It was bent right here, ultimately, and right where the E lays was where it was bent, and this side was not even touching anymore. So what I'm doing is I'm using this huge piece of copper I have here, given to me by a guy named Steve Kyrus, who also gave me my favorite Stratocaster guitar, famously. Ooh, that thing is hot. Holy smokes, be careful. And I'm using my nice good old iron that's set to a nice hot heat. going through that, and that's got some weight on it to try and flatten that pick guard out a little bit without damaging it, of course. So, Gwen, it was fun to see you. It was really fun to see you and hear you play yesterday on the jam. Yeah. The frets, this is kind of a fretless wonder. The frets are really pretty short on this thing. But boy, they're shiny. Whew. If your frets look this shiny, you ain't playing enough, I'm telling you. So they look good. They'll look good for a short while. And then they'll hopefully get demolished and all messed up. That's my hope. Because, you know, if your guitar isn't getting dings on it, you definitely are not playing it enough. So let's get down here. I'm going to put the knobs back on this thing. Hey, Falco. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun to get to see Quentin play yesterday. It's not on his streams. He's usually just noodling around, and it was fun to get to see him improvise. And I love for him. I think Richard Falco and I both live for improvisation. And it was fun to get to see Quentin open up a little bit. And unfortunately, couldn't hear him real well. His volume was a little bit quiet, but hey, next time you'll know. You gotta learn, right? Not all of us started out as these whoop-ass, kick-ass guitar players like Falco. Know it all. I watched, I think it was Chris Durham music. He plays piano. I watched a really beautiful improvised piece that he posted today, and I'm getting these. Got to make sure they're all facing in the right direction. And let me see. Yeah, that is an excellent place for 0. What I'm doing is I'm placing these on here to where they're in the 0 position. So I get the knobs on here all correct, right? Rhodey, what's up? Wood and truss rod cover that's warped. You know what? What I would do if I was you, Rhodey, is I would, rather than, what I would do is get it wet first. Soak it in some water. Soak it in cider. No, soak it in some water. And then try that with a flat piece of metal. I have a rag in between the copper and the plastic. You got to be really careful not to get them too hot, man. And I'm keeping an eye on that thing over there. If I see any smoke, I'll have to go running. But yes, I believe that it would. I'm trying to think if I've ever, and in fact, well, let me just share this. I know that guys, oftentimes, or not often, sometimes guitar necks get bent to the point that the truss rod won't fix them, or you can't straighten them out or bend them with the truss rod, and guys will literally put steam under the neck. They'll strip all of the finish off of it and put steam under it, have steam hit, and they'll clamp it down and bend it the direction that they want it to go, and then let that steam soak into it. So you want to be careful not to you know, overdo anything. Everything in moderation is what I say. But yeah, it certainly would. Yeah. I set the temperature on my iron not too hot, but hot enough that that plastic will get hot enough to move. I can move it very easily. I can bend it right now very easily. I won't, but that's how I do it. It's a great trick. And I got my iron, by the way. I never iron anything at home. That's I don't know, maybe I'll shut up now. I never iron anything at home, but that thing I got at, I was just talking to that kid about a place called People Helping People down the street. I think I paid $5 for that, and it was built in like probably 68. It's been bulletproof. Uh, having that, okay, yeah. Oh, God damn it, Quentin, dude, stop. Yep, there you go. That's my take. I hang everything. I have zero. Well, the only thing I put in a drawer are all of my socks, and they're all identical. So since I got divorced, I have not lost a single sock, not one. I have followed the advice of. Well, the guy was pretty fucking smart. His name was Einstein. He had one kind of coat and one kind of shirt and one pair of shoes. He had 5 pairs of shoes, but he had different pairs of shoes that were identical. So he didn't have to think about what he was going to wear that day. Now I had to think about wearing this shirt because, you know, it's about worn out. I've had these shirts for, I don't know. I've been running them now. They're for sale, by the way, if you want to buy one. A shameless plug. Yeah. Oh, and Charlie's here. Hello. I have one right here. It's probably big enough for most dudes. I had to get the Velcro smaller one because the dude's getting so skinny. He needs a sandwich. So let's get going with this thing. I'm gonna put the knobs on. We're gonna turn them all the way down. And we're going to set the tone knob at 0, pointed right at the needle. These things are bad idea, but they look cool. Oops, sorry. There you go. All right, so you get your fingernail caught on one of these, and if you've been playing guitar for any length of time and have played a Les Paul or something like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you have been cut by those. Reach down there to, yeah, ow. Okay, this one needs a little bit of TLC here. And I was going to put these in my furniture or my jewelry cleaner, but I didn't do it simply because, in fact, daggone it, I didn't want to knock the pieces off of here. But you know what? I'm gonna renege on my decision to do that. I am going to clean these in my jewelry cleaner. You must not be in pain. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these a bit more. Here we go. Got to get out the good old-fashioned jewelry cleaner, and I got to check my heat going on over here on the pick guard, the scratch guard, whatever you guys choose to call it. You call it a scratch guard or a pick guard, or you call it a waste of plastic. I don't know. Here we go. And let's see, I gotta get some water. Oh, we probably don't have any water. I may not be able to do this. They turned the water off to our building today. Let me go see if I have any water. If I don't, I'm gonna have to hold off. Let's see. Thank you. You too. See you later. How you doing? Good. How are you? All right. I'm just gonna go set this in there because there's a residual water that remains in the pipes. And remember this, when the apocalypse happens, all you dumb fucks out there not drinking water, there's a 50-gallon fucking water heater in your garage or under your house. Oh yeah, and the water in the tanks in your toilets, you can go ahead and drink it because there's nobody pissed in there. Okay, I'm a plumber, so I know this stuff.
Restroom back this way?
Oh, yes. And follow me real quick. I'm going to turn this off. So, you know, the water's off of the building.
Oh.
So, I don't know if we should be using the toilet at this point. I suppose we can. Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
All right. It's interesting how, you know, you think about when the apocalypse happens, how many people are going to, oh, I should just shut up, because then it'll be the dumb ones will be gone, right? Yep. Yeah, and all the pipes in your home have water in them. I mean, you get the water, the standing water alone in your house, in all your toilets, if you got 1 or 2 toilets, there's enough water there to drink for a family of 4 for a month and a half. Just sip on it. Anyway. Yeah, and that was one thing I was worried about, but these things are so caked in nicotine, if they do come off, I will re-glue them back on there. And in fact, here's the other thing I'm going to do. Let's set these all in.
How you doing?
Hello. Let's see some. Yeah.
Guitar repair, eh?
What's that?
Guitar repair.
That's my job. That's what I'm doing. Wow, they got those messed up. Okay. Alright. Huh. So that's interesting. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. The way the controls are. Check this out. So if I put this volume at 0, right? I should have done this the other day. We'll get this right. I'll just show you. You can see what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Once looks right. Right? So when you see it, when it's at 0, it says volume. But this one, I mean, most guitar players, well, bass players couldn't read that because it's upside down. So I'm gonna, actually, to be honest with you, Charlie, it wouldn't upset me if these do come off, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to run that thing today. It's not going to hurt my feelings if these actually do. The one thing is you got to be careful of when you're doing this with the jewelry cleaner is to not get them too hot. Mine has a heated heated part on it. I'm going to go ahead and put this in there also. I got to check my pick guard. Here we go. We're almost ready. So it's not going to break my heart if the volume and tone stickers come off, because they, I'll go ahead and throw that in there with them. Because they're crooked, ultimately. Put a little simple green in there to help. Just a little. All right. Okay, power. Where's my power cable? There's my power cable. Is that everything? Come on. There we go. So we'll fire this thing up and let it run for a little while. All these attention to details, man. Gotta do it. Go ahead and fire it up on turbo. Let's see what's happening. Now this copper block, man, is hot and it's heavy. Let's see. Yeah, that's looking good. It's way flatter than it was when I got started on this. Move it very easily. There we go. So we'll let that sit here and cool off a little bit. All right, so what else can I do? Let's see. So my knobs are cleaning. I got the tail wagging the dog here today. Hey Zach, what's happening? Yeah, the drummer can't read it. Yeah, you're right, dude. Hope you're doing well, Zach. It's good to see you. Oh, and I got these today. New polishing, new buffing wheels for my buffer. She's pretty hot. Anyway, I got those. Let me put the lid on that. Oh, here's what I can do. So I'm gonna set an alarm. All right, and I got the 74 Les Paul Custom showing up today. Okay. I went out and played the 74 Les Paul Custom except for the pickup, the bridge pickup. The screws came undone with that. And I mean, I played it for like 5 days and nothing happened, but the moment I sent it home with the owner, the screws came out of the pickup. So I have to make sure those are solid. We'll get that fixed. So I'm hoping to have those guitars here today. And he also has a Jackson with a broken volume knob. That dude is hard on guitars. I don't know where this came from. Okay. So let's straighten out the neck on this thing. And I can actually string this thing up. See if it'll make noise. I can see that I need to clean the output jack. That's an output jack. It's not an input jack, by the way. I say that on every stream I do. I think it's funny. Let's do this. Good old-fashioned electrical contact cleaner. Right, contact clean. Ooh, careful there. Almost dinged it. Good grief. Like a bull in a china shop here. Okay. So we're going to clean the output jack. It's funny how many guys call this an input jack. Do you ever put sound into one of these? Honestly. Jennifer Batten even called it an input jack, and I had to laugh at her, and I made a comment about it. I was like, it's an output jack. She goes, nope, mine's both an input and an output jack. Don't ask me why. There we go. That looks nice. No, she has samples.
Over here.
I'd like to find something that's small.
What's that?
This is a valve cleaner for a hair collecting thing for dog hair, and it's a valve cleaner for a saxophone. It works great for cleaning your input jacks. And I just use this cheap ass CRC stuff that you can buy at Baxter Auto Parts. Buy for your car parts at Baxter Auto Parts. They're a great shop. Skip and Ty Baxter are really cool dudes. I don't think they have anything to do with that business anymore, but it's still around. It was bought out by some corporation, I'm sure. Probably owned by Walmart. Okay, so there's that. We're looking good here. So I want to flatten out the neck today. 24. Yeah. Well, I know you can't see what I'm doing here. I'll get you right in my face. Pretty good fall away on this one. Well, that neck is just super flat. I like it. We're going to start there. And we'll go ahead and put the parts on in the correct order. I'm going to have to put this thing back together. Here we go. Look at how shiny these little chrome adjustment nuts are. These are nuts, they're not screws. Right? This is a nut, right? Just giving them one last little wipe down before I put them on the guitar. Yeah, looking good. This thing is looking so sharp now. It's nice to have this guitar, know what it looked like beforehand and now. Good Lord. It is definitely night and day. Let me check the pick guard here. It's cooled off nicely. Okay, here we go. Let me move this guitar off my bench real quick because I'm going to take care of one other thing.
I need to take more of them than give them, though.
So I need to reattach the E, which stands for Epiphone, to the pick guard. And as you can see, what's happening?
Are you in a position to do me a solid?
What do you need?
So well, it's going to sound like a lot, but it isn't.
Okay.
There's a 8-inch subwoofer over there. Guy's got a stereo out front.
Uh-huh.
He bought the car, but the kid took the sub out of the back. Everything works. Speaker wires are sitting up, but I can't see which one is positive and negative.
Yep.
We have to hook up the subwoofer, but I think that's all we have to do.
Yeah, the amp's already in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let me turn this off.
And it's,
Okay.
I've had this thing with keys the last year.
Hey, you and me both, man. I'll tell you what, it's been a bad year for me. I think I'm beginning to get old.
Oh, it's right
It's that black sheep right there. There's some wires underneath that carpet back there. I don't know if they're the right ones.
It's in the back. I opened up and you can see them right there. Hello.
vehicle. He may have taken that out and just
It's
left
under
it.
the seat.
I looked. I didn't see an amp in there.
It's underneath the passenger seat on the front seat.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably true.
Take another look right there and see if you don't find one.
Well, there's no signal coming out of it to the
Oh.
amp.
That I don't know. That's why I come here. I have no idea how those things work. Whatever happened to the old 8-track tape, you know, you just rewire.
Well, we might have to, I don't know if Chris can look at it right now.
Well, if not, we'll make an appointment to come back. I mean, I want to go ahead and put the amp in if it's not good, okay? I just kind of figured it's working since the radio was blowing, you know? But I just didn't have much bass in it. And when we found the subwoofer, we figured somebody had been pulled in.
So that amplifier is powering your core speakers in your doors and your rear doors.
Yeah?
That's what that's for. I don't see an amp in there that leads me to believe it's a subwoofer amp.
What's those 2 wires back there for, you think?
They probably go from that location to wherever the amp was sitting, and he pulled that out of it. And I didn't notice anything that.
Now, here comes my next thing. Can you get an amplified subwoofer
Yes.
added onto it?
Absolutely.
Because then I've seen those online.
Yeah, that would be a good way to do it.
Because they don't have any bass at all, hardly. Like that.
Yeah, it's not real powerful, definitely. A sub would definitely make that thing.
Yeah.
And I'd plug that thing in, and I would turn that stereo on, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah. It's just like it's right there, but it's got nothing, no beat to it, you know, so.
but I think because your deck has an amp control for the subwoofer,
Okay.
I don't know what it would take for Chris to hook that up to the stereo, but it would be awesome if you could control that from the stereo.
There's I've got a little Rockford in there that's like an 8 or a 10-inch.
Yeah.
It's a slim line
Yeah.
thing about like
And
that.
that's kind of what I was looking for, Mike, to be honest. Would you rather put a great big,
It's the one to get.
because I don't want to really tie up that whole back end with a great big subwoofer for
It
no
won't
reason.
be much bigger than that one.
Yeah.
You might maybe a little bit, but
Okay.
you want to be able to move some air if you want to hear it.
All right.
And that subwoofer knob is dying right now, and I went and stuck my head just to make sure nothing. So, and the thing is, I think Chris is probably, I don't know, he's probably booked up today, but
That's
you
kind
know,
of figured that.
it's something he'll have to put in there for you.
Yeah, I
He
just-
might trace that thing down and be able to decipher what exactly is going on there. But I kind of pulled on that speaker cable and it didn't.
Well, and here's another one. There's 2 or 3 wires. There's like a video jack in if you open the glove compartment up, there's like a video jack in there. There's like a couple other plugged in. I don't even know what they look like for stereo stuff.
Are they under your?
In the glove compartment. They're about 8-10 foot long extension wires. I don't know if somebody had it to where they could set something
They're
out.
just rolled up and they're 8 feet long or so.
Yeah.
That's your old sub amplifier wire. Because that little RCA cable is for signal from the back of the deck going to the sub amp.
Would you mind running back out there and looking at that for me to make sure, and that way, like I say, if we book time, you'll know what we got to do. Sorry to be a pain in the neck, but I'm trying to find the right thing here. I knew you'd have it, Mike.
Yep. We'll pick you up.
Yes, you will. I've never worried about that.
So you probably had to give up your shifts at the cold drive-in.
I did. I gotta be honest with you, that's probably the funnest job I've ever had, you know? Absolutely loved just hanging out there and
Talking to
it was
people.
really busy, you know, but most of the time it was like, hey, you'll come in and visit while we cook your lunch, and we just had a ball who I worked with. But it's fast paced, you know?
Oh, totally.
And
I worked at Pips.
Yeah, you know
Right,
exactly how you
yeah,
feel.
I do.
And so I just like, said, man, no, I got to do something different. And then I went home and just said, hey, I got to quit. I can't do that. Well, the owners of that, their mother called me and said, hey, you interested in mowing any yards? I heard you quit the driving. And I mean, I've got like a dozen yards. You can just mow them when you want to, and I'll be glad to pay you for it. And so I spent all last summer just going around mowing yards and
Is
go.
it riding lawnmower?
Yeah, just one of those zero turns, and
Yeah.
I just go from yard to yard, and I do about 3 or 4 a day, and then go catch another 3 or 4, and then
That's great.
worked about 3.5 days at it. But yeah, it's great. I hope I last 100 years to do that. But you don't see as many people as what you did the drive-in. It was a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Here I just put in a bunch of music and load up earbuds and start cutting grass.
Yeah, I was, when you were there, I was thinking, man, I don't know if I could handle a lunch rush like I used to.
Well, and you kind of get to that pace where you're running a pretty good pace with it,
Yeah.
And I busted that hip, and I can't make the pace anymore. I just hop around at
So,
times.
the wires underneath your front seat is where the amp was. So,
Over on the driver's side.
right under your driver's seat. So if we hook the amp up to that, the wires already run to the back of that thing. It's a matter of putting that in there and a sub amp.
Like, but I took a powered sub.
You think a powered sub would?
Yeah. Because he doesn't want to do much. He just wants a little bit.
Okay.
I just wanted to vibrate the windows as I go downtown.
Well, those slimline subs won't do that, but it will give you
No, you
full
know what
in.
lives inside. I mean,
Yeah.
you just don't have any bass hardly with it right now.
Yeah, well, the other thing I'm thinking though, Mike, is because all the power wire and everything is just sitting there. Chris or Stu could plug it in. The speaker wires already run. Literally, it would take Chris 5 minutes. I don't know what wire is what. I could try.
And I don't mind buying the amp either, Mike, if we were to deal like that.
Oh,
Because,
sure.
I mean,
It would take buying an amp and then
I'm
a
definitely a
powered
guy,
speaker.
when you get somewhere, I'll close the doors open and crank the music up.
So, I mean, I don't know if that to me seems like it would be a.
I just, yeah, let's see here.
I don't know what it would take to get the. Do we have
Well, yeah, he doesn't want much. He just wants like that little 8-inch. That's all he wants.
Yeah. And we could put that amp right under his seat and that'd fire that up in the back. Glasses go. Oh shucks. I lost my glasses. Oh, there they are. Good grief. Hey guys, I gotta go. I'm helping somebody. Thanks. Peace.